Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one. So today we're going to look at a different type of interrogation. This is not TCAP related, but this guy is a sheriff's deputy who got caught diddling underage girls on Snapchat. And this just recently happened. So I try to keep things lighthearted on this channel, guys, but I like to kind of expose all types of predators, and this guy is one of them. But before you do that, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. I appreciate every single one of your comments. And let's just jump into this. I'm going to jump ahead a bit to the good part. But this interrogator, she is an absolute savage. Like, she totally baits him into these traps. And it's really good to see. I'm going to leave the link to the entire video in the description. And this is by Morbid Curiosity. He's the one that makes these videos. And he does more of like a psychoanalysis / body behavior analysis. But we can just kind of like check out the actual interrogation for itself. So let's just jump into this.
Fleer in 2020 in an interrogation room being confronted with some very serious allegations. How exactly does a man with such an all-American personal history, with a wife and a baby on the way, a new house, and a long career in law enforcement, end up in such a drastically different position, staring down the barrel of over 20 felonies and the end of his life as he knows it?
And the craziest part is people honestly ask that question. Now, us TCAP fans know that anyone can be a predator. Anyone. Black, white, Asian, rich, poor, military, cop. It doesn't matter. You never know what a predator looks like.
Thanks to a San Diego County Crime Stoppers tip in early April 2020, Chula Vista, California investigators were able to narrow their focus on Fleer, uncovering multiple victims and mountains of evidence along the way. On April 30th, 2020, less than a month after the initial Crime Stoppers tip, detectives pulled Fleer into an interrogation room at the correctional facility he was employed at. It was time to confront him with the laundry list of allegations against him and to see what he had to say. This is the interrogation of Jaylen Fleer. Just 3 weeks prior to this interrogation, an anonymous Crime Stoppers tip was submitted about some of Fleer's off-duty activities, namely his disgustingly inappropriate and very illegal behavior with some local underage girls. We'll be covering the facts and the outcome of this case, but our primary focus will be on his baseline behavior compared to his stress behavior for indicators of deception and guilt. Thanks to 5-0 Patrol for sourcing this footage, and thanks as well to the Behavior Panel for providing portions of the detailed behavioral analysis. Links to both channels are in the description. Interrogations and body language fit hand in hand to one another. Body language is more about deviations and patterns.
You know how to leave or where to go. Okay, very cool. So I know that
So the thing about this interrogator is she asks all these seemingly unrelated questions to kind of lull him into this false sense of security, and then whammo, you know?
I have a lot to delve into, but I really want to get to know you first, if you don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to lean back and get comfortable, just because, are you comfortable? Do you want to take off your duty belt?
No, I'm good.
Okay, because I understand that, you know, the duty belt gets pretty annoying pretty quickly, so if you want to take it off at any point, you...
And the interrogator, she's a detective.
Skill.
So, of course, I've done my research and investigations and everything, so I've learned a little bit about you, but I'd like to learn a little bit more, if that's okay. I found that you went to Santana High School?
I did, yes.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your upbringing?
Yeah, so grew up Santana High School, played sports, football, baseball, went to Grossmont College for a little bit, played baseball there, and got a job here. Worked at Dick's Sporting Goods before this. So this is my second job. Okay. Started working with this department for coming up on 5 years now.
Okay. So baseball seemed pretty important to you back in high school.
Fun,
what position?
Pitcher.
Cool. How's your arm holding up?
I mean, soreness every once in a while, but I haven't thrown it for a while. So.
Yeah, no, it still kills me. I played softball.
Okay, nice.
So I was, third, short, center, and pitcher.
Here in San Diego?
Yeah, down Hilltop, Bonita Valley.
So you can see she's asking him all these questions. He's ready to, like, he knows he's there for a reason. And he's waiting for her to, like, kick him in the balls, right? But she's kind of like, he's confused because he's like, why are we talking about my baseball career? You know what I mean?
Kind of area. But I know, like, back when, I don't know if it's the same for you, they had no idea, like, about icing and massaging. And
Yeah, I knew about icing stuff. Yeah.
I did not, so I am paying the price
Girls
for
throwing
it.
their hands out.
Yes, and it's brutal, though. Let me tell you, I'm paying for it still. But, so did you ever play any other sports in high school?
In high school, no, just football and baseball.
Football, baseball?
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else in school that you enjoyed doing?
Hanging out with friends, just typical high school stuff. I mean, it's pretty sheltered from my mom, so I didn't get out much, but yeah, just the sports and stuff.
Okay, how come you say
Keeping me squared away, keeping me in line.
very cool? And have you always worked corrections?
Yeah, I attempted to go out to the patrol, went to the academy. Things didn't work out there, so I came back here.
Did you have fun at the academy while you were
Oh
there?
yeah, I enjoy it. It's good. I mean, camaraderie and stuff. Like,
Isn't it crazy that you can wash out of the academy and then just go work in corrections? So all the rejects that are, come on, man, they end up working in corrections. And guys, that's scary because, a lot of these facilities, there's not enough oversight in jails and prisons, especially private prisons. Now, look, if you do the crime, do the time. But, some of these guys who get corrections treat these prisoners like animals. And yes, some of them are the scum of the earth, but you shouldn't be treating them like less than human beings,
like that. So,
Okay. Married? How many kids?
oh yeah, married. Recently got married this last year in September.
Okay.
We have a kid due on the way in August.
Oh, okay. Boy, girl.
Boy,
Very nice.
fortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Were you, like, hoping for
Oh
a
no,
girl?
I said looking forward to
Oh,
it.
looking forward. I thought you said
So his wife is pregnant, almost due, and he gets caught doing this. What an idiot.
unfortunately. I'm
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no. No, I'm
Okay,
excited.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And your wife, how long have you known her?
Actually, preschool. Yeah.
So you can see she's asking these questions. Let's just skip ahead just a little bit, guys.
You.
Okay.
Okay. Right. What position did you play?
It's a defensive end.
Defensive end. Did you have the same jersey the whole time you played?
My last 2 years were 82, and then first 2 years changed up.
And what year did you graduate?
2011.
Okay.
Let's go back to
So-
one of the traps that she sets.
So I mean, I met girls on Tinder and stuff back in the day. And yeah, some save stuff, but I don't know who would save a picture like that. I mean, a nude maybe, yeah, they would save. Not that one.
So she basically does the old Chris Hansen and hands him one of the pictures that he sent to one of the underage girls, and she goes, "Tell me about this picture." And he's trying to say, "I don't know who could have got that." Blah blah blah.
And there's nothing wrong with this photo, right? It's just
No,
you.
I agree. I don't know how it would get in the hands of a younger person.
And it's not a nude or anything. It's just like a regular photo of him, but he's younger. So he sends younger pictures of himself to these younger girls.
There were also some conversations that were exchanged between you and this person.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't talk to anybody younger though.
Not on Snapchat.
No,
Not recently.
not recently. No.
Fleer says, I haven't talked to anybody younger on Snapchat, and the detective responds with, not recently? Fleer answers, not recently, no. This is known as an accidental denial.
Oops.
His defensive strategy and the overall desire to deny trips him up into accidentally denying that he hasn't spoken to someone younger, quote, recently, which indicates that at some point he has spoken to someone younger.
Oops.
Recently is a subjective descriptor. Recently can be 1 year or 1 day, depending on the perspective or preferences of a person. Fleer's not recently response inadvertently implies guilt, or at the very minimum, implies that he has indeed spoken to someone younger on Snapchat.
Now, you said all of your social media accounts are private, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're a law enforcement officer, so I know that you've also taken the time to make your plates confidential.
I mean, back in the day, I
Yeah.
don't think my current ones are though.
I mean, obviously I ran your plates. So you're still driving the Ford Fusion?
Yeah,
And is it black or gray?
it's great.
Okay. And you got tinted windows on it still?
Yeah.
And so, when it comes to the photo, I really want to understand why this person would be in possession of the photo. But the only one who could really help me with that is you.
Yeah. No, I couldn't tell you that. I don't know.
Okay. Well, along with the photo came some additional information about your personal life.
Okay.
And based on some of the information you share with me today, it seems to add up.
Okay.
So is there any reason why the person would say they're you and share your information?
Sounds like it'd be someone that knows me then, obviously. I don't know who. I don't have any enemies that would be doing something like that. Can I ask what information was shared? What they know?
We know that you're a baseball player.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people know that.
Yeah. So that information was kind of shared.
Okay.
Your work schedule.
It's been 5 years now I've worked here.
Specifically the transition to 7 days on, 7 days off.
Oops. He knows he's fucked. He knows it. How would someone know exactly your change in work schedule if you didn't tell it to him? Let's watch him dive, dip, duck, dodge, and dodge.
Fleer is once again eye accessing, but this time his attempt at deception is undeniable. He goes completely against his previously indicated pattern of up and to his left, and at this moment, he looks down and to his right. Remember, body language is about deviations in pattern. Fleer's eye accessing patterns have changed completely with the response he has given.
I haven't shared anything like that recently. I couldn't tell you who that would be.
So let's take it back a little bit. You said you played football in high school, right? What position did you play?
I was a defensive end.
Defensive end. Did you have the same jersey the whole time you played?
My last 2 years were, 82, and then first 2 years changed up.
And what year did you graduate?
2011.
Okay.
Now, there's a reason why she's asking all this information, guys. Check this out.
So, I know as an athlete, sometimes when I would do my usernames and stuff, I would kind of use a combination of my things that I know about myself, right? So that way I wouldn't forget it. So this particular picture came from an account with this username, right? J178211.
Oops. So he has his name Jay, and then he graduated in 2011, and then 82. Yeah, and then some of those are his jersey numbers. Oops.
Okay.
Knucklehead.
And I recognize that your jersey name in college was 17,
Yes, it
and
was.
then high school was 82,
Oh.
and it was 11. In
I
2011?
never had 11.
No, as far as you graduated in 2011.
Oh man, you're doomed.
And it goes by Jay,
You are doomed.
and it is a Snapchat account that has some links to you.
Okay.
Okay? Jay, I'll be very honest, I want to know the truth.
Yeah, no, I never even heard of that account.
Okay.
You fucking liar. You pervert and you liar. Guys, nothing drives me crazier than people that we pay, public servants that we give the privilege of serving us, that our tax dollars pay. We give them, it's a privilege to serve the public. We give them a salary, we give them a pension, we give them health care, all these things, and they have the balls to do this type of stuff, guys. This is, I'm sorry that this video is not funny, but this just pisses me off.
Fleer drops his arms as it's becoming more and more aware that he will not be escaping the scrutiny. Switching from crossed arms and leaning back to having his arms uncrossed and leaning forward indicates that Fleer is listening very, very carefully and is likely attempting to think of answers ahead of time, especially ones that will not implicate him any further.
Have you ever shared any images of your penis with anyone.
Yeah.
And
Look at how flippantly he says that. Yeah, of course.
how many times would you say you've done
A lot.
Oh,
Can you
Jesus.
kind of explain that a little bit more to me?
I mean, my wife, my ex-girlfriend, back in the day, Tinder and stuff, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know how Tinder is.
Guys, don't send pictures of your dong to chicks. Don't do it.
High school, even, junior high, I did.
Did you ever share any videos
This guy must think really, really highly of himself and his dong.
of you having sex with anyone?
With anyone? No. I've always had personal videos of me and my wife. That was it. And my ex actually had one, but
What does your ex look like?
she's blonde.
She's blonde. Okay. So you've never shared any videos,
No, I have not, no.
just still shots.
Yeah.
Can you, I know this is kind of personal, so let me know if you get uncomfortable at all. Can you tell me what some of those images look like?
Video I had, I used toys. It's awkward, but yeah, I used toys on my wife and stuff.
Okay. Can you explain the toys?
I mean, it's
She's
awkward.
your wife, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's your wife, it's intimate, we
Sounds
totally get
comfortable,
this, yeah.
Dildos, a vibrator. That's really it. That's all I had.
Okay. You and your wife haven't been in that house too long, right? When did you guys move in?
About a year and a half ago.
And you guys, how many bedrooms are in the house?
4.
4. Do you guys live with anyone else?
No,
Okay. Do you guys have a master bedroom?
we do, yeah.
All right. Can you tell me about your master bedroom?
It's, I mean, just a big white room, big king bed. I mean, there's nothing really special to it.
Just because it gives me kind of some insight of like,
Yeah.
what your home life is like. Do you guys still sleep in the same room? That's a good marriage.
Yeah.
I say that because people have been married a long time. Obviously, we come into contact with a lot of them. Do you guys have a TV in your room?
We do, yeah.
Okay. What kind of a TV?
Just a black Samsung TV.
Skip ahead a little bit here.
And of course, your phone number and everything in connection with it, and some of the combinations of numbers and everything there. You can understand why, obviously,
Yeah, no, it's.
we have a growing
100%.
concern.
It's weird.
And of course, your pictures attached to it,
Yeah.
right? Which is even more like either someone's.
Can I ask what you said? You got nude ones too.
There were images that were shared. Yes, that
Can I ask? I know, I'm sure you got them here. Can I ask to see what they are?
you want to see the picture.
Yeah, so I can get an idea.
Do you have anything out too?
So they're right about to drop the hammer on this guy.
Yeah. So I don't actually have a clear shot of one. Yeah. So I did not
Okay, I understand.
print
Can I-
out those
Can I wait till I have
pictures.
a lawyer? Because this is I'm uncomfortable with this. This is weird. So. I won't
Of
have
course,
a
like
lawyer.
you definitely have the ability to do that, and of course,
Yeah.
this is completely voluntary.
I understand.
And so
I just don't want to get caught up on something. I'm working this career. I don't want to get caught up on something.
I fully understand. Yeah. So you can, yes, 100% elect not to speak with us. You are not under arrest at this time.
Yeah, I understand.
Obviously, given the fact that we're here and the fact that we're speaking to you, I know that your bosses are going to want to speak with
question.
you
Yeah,
afterwards. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and allow them to speak with you after.
Okay.
Obviously, since you don't want to talk to us anymore, my partner here may have
Well, I
some.
just wanted to clarify, I have a couple of questions that
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
don't wanna answer, or can I ask you the questions? Cause you can choose to answer or not answer, so if I ask you a question and you're like, I don't wanna answer that, you
Yeah,
can
no,
tell me
understand.
that. Just so that we understand, just based on, the admonishment she read you, okay? One of my questions was, I think I missed it, but when was the last time that you had Snapchat? Cause I know you said you deleted it, but I didn't hear when you deleted it.
I just deleted the app. I deleted that when I was in the academy.
In the academy.
Yeah.
When did you go to the academy?
It's like a little over a year ago.
A year ago,
Yeah.
so in 2019?
Yeah, right at the beginning of 2019, January.
Okay, and then, what years did you go to college at Grossmont?
2011 to about 2013,
Okay.
14.
And then, I just want to make sure that we all understand each other. when my partner says a younger female, you
Yeah.
understand that we mean someone under the age of 18?
Yeah, that's obviously why you're here.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I have a younger sister, yeah, she's 19 right now. 20, sorry.
Oh, okay. And then my last question was, when she was asking you about the house and the decorations of your house. In any of your rooms in your house, do you have that new look where they have like the barn door, outer rail type thing? It's like a country, I don't know what you would call it. I see
Barn
it a
door,
lot
yeah.
on like
Yeah.
those DIY shows.
Yes.
Do you have those in
I
your
do have
house? Okay.
Oops.
That was the extent of my questions.
Okay.
So, do you have any other questions? I mean, can we still ask you questions, or do you want to stop?
No, I want to wait because I'm uncomfortable
Okay.
with this, so
Okay.
I'll talk later.
Okay. So then, I want to thank you for
Yeah,
even
no,
taking the
I-
time to speak with me for this long. I
He
can
knows he's
imagine that
fun.
obviously being confronted with any level of questions can be uncomfortable, so I do appreciate that you've allowed us to speak with you even for this long.
Yeah, you're-
Okay, so with the next step, however, I'm going to go ahead and pull some documents here for you. So there are a few steps that we're going to be taking after this. Again, you are not being detained by us or anything, but we are acting on behalf of the court moving forward.
Okay.
Okay, so I will give you a chance to read through this. This is a search warrant
Damn.
that was granted this afternoon by a judge.
Okay.
The warrant does allow us to grab some DNA swabs from you,
Okay.
as well as any mobile devices that might be in your possession or potentially in your locker. Do you have your personal phone with you here?
I do have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it inside your locker?
It's on my person right now.
Okay. So if you want to go ahead and hand it to us, we definitely don't need to go in and grab it from you.
Okay.
But the search warrant does require that we take it from you.
Okay.
Okay. Additionally, it does allow us to have access to your vehicle.
Okay.
Is your vehicle parked here?
It's parked a few blocks away.
Okay, do you remember exactly where you
It's over across from Cap's Pizza over there.
Cap's Pizza?
Yeah.
And is it like in a parking
It's in a parking lot.
Okay, is it like one of those paid parking lots?
Yeah.
Okay, so Cap's Pizza. Put a note on that. So the warrant does allow for us to also process your vehicle.
You guys are gonna take my vehicle?
No, we're going to process it here.
Okay.
So that we actually have someone here that's going to help us take some pictures and just go ahead and do what needs to be done so we don't have to.
Okay.
We recognize that warrants are a part of our job, but we don't like to inconvenience people unnecessarily.
Yeah.
So that's why we actually brought our technician with us
This is the nicest way of lubing it up and bending them over that I've ever heard.
here because we obviously want to take your DNA with the least effort possible. So that's why we're using the swabs. And the same goes for, of course, your phone, which you stated is on your person. We don't want to put hands on if we don't have to. And
Yeah, no, I understand.
obviously,
I'll give it up.
like you said, as a law enforcement officer, you're willing to comply. With that being said, after that, we will also have access to your locker. Are your vehicle keys inside your locker?
My vehicle keys are in my vehicle right now.
They're in your vehicle?
Yeah.
So you have a code?
I have a code.
Okay. Would you mind sharing that code with us?
That doesn't seem very smart, leaving your keys in your car.
I have Lloyd.
But then again, he's not very smart, so this is just... This guy just drives me crazy, guy.
Say no to that.
Well, the warrant allows for us to have access to your vehicle.
Okay.
'cause
Yeah, so
otherwise
you
we'll
break
get a
it.
tow
Yeah.
truck.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll give it up to you.
I'll jot it
What's the
down.
code?
Thank you.
I don't even know the number. I know the
Would it help if you drew the keypad?
yeah.
Do you want to draw the keypad?
Yeah.
I'm the same way, so.
Let's see. It's I don't know how many buttons are, but it's the top, bottom, left, top, bottom. I believe it's that one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So
One,
it's
two,
straight. It's
three,
straight
four,
down. So 1, 2, 3, then back 2, then down to 5.
Okay. So they're just basically.
It's
so
straight
is it
down.
like this? Are the buttons like this?
Yeah, there's a few more down, but I don't touch those. The first 3. 1, 2, 3, up.
So 1, 2, 3,
Then back to 2 and then 3.
2, and then this
3.
one.
No,
3.
3.
Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Yeah, it should be that one. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Wonderful.
Now, guys, he still thinks that somehow he's going to talk his way out of this. They're going to search my locker. They're going to search my phone. I can, uh, mitigate this. It's gonna be all right. But watch this.
And just for the warrant that you see here, just verifying, of course, this is your name, this is your date of birth. We recognize that you're approximately 6'4", you look very tall. And then we just use your approximate weight there. And I know you have more blonde.
And she said that you're very tall. The captions made her say you're not very tall. She said, you're very tall.
Shortish hair,
Yeah.
but we went with your DL, and just if you know your DL number, we can verify that.
Yeah.
As you see here, it does state here that we have premises as well to enter your home at 8621 Chaparral Way.
Okay.
So
Yikes. Look at him now. He's like, you guys are going to go to my house? You're going to search my house? Uh-oh.
we are going to attempt to do this in the quickest way possible, and the way that it's obviously going to. This can't be an easy process.
He's
We
sweating
recognize
now.
Yeah, my wife's
and we
freaking
don't-
out what's going on.
Yes.
Okay.
Is your mom at your house right now?
She's not.
Okay. Your wife, she is at home?
She's at home.
Okay. Is it just your wife at home?
Just my wife. Yeah.
Okay.
So his wife is at home, pregnant. And cops are going to go, excuse me, ma'am, knock on the door. So, ma'am, we have a search warrant. All because this knucklehead had to diddle kids, man. This is just absolutely
And her
insane.
name is. Okay.
We won't be sending any black and whites over to the house.
No.
Okay.
Just so that
You can go.
puts you.
Is it
in
going
to be
good
tonight,
right now?
Yeah.
Let's just jump to the end, guys, here. So they take his DNA swab. Oh, internet's acting up here. Hold on, guys. Let's jump ahead to the verdict here.
Results showed that the DNA samples matched. Following
Here we go.
Chula Vista law enforcement gathered mouth swabs and executed their search warrants on Fleer's phone, locker, car, and home. He was placed on desk duty with no contact with the public pending the results of the investigation. Investigators would gather mountains of evidence, and furthermore, results showed that the DNA samples matched. Following a short month-long investigation, Fleer turned himself in and was subsequently arrested and charged with more than 20 felonies.
20.
The criminal complaint filed named 4 victims, listing the graphic crimes that occurred from March 27th and April 8th, 2020, and stated that Fleer contacted his victims through Snapchat. In court, prosecutors said that Fleer contacted 41 different young girls,
41.
some as young as 9 years old. Fleer initially pleaded not guilty to all charges. Court documents would show that Fleer had asked multiple young girls, quote, "Do you have any younger friends who are interested in older men? I'll give you money to hook me up with them."
Sounds familiar, right, guys? Sounds like all these knuckleheads who were chatting with girls on TCAP, right?
The younger they are, the better. Fleer sent photos of himself in uniform to the victims and coerced them into giving their addresses to him. They were scared, and they thought they couldn't report it to the police, because he was the police. Fleer would eventually change his plea to guilty. He stared straight ahead and showed no emotion during sentencing when the judge stated, quote, "I have never seen a more despicable set of facts as I've seen in this case. The intensity of this is what's just mind-boggling. Reading about the 41 other girls who were contacted just makes this case look that much more devastating and despicable." End quote. On June 28, 2021, Jaylen Fleer was sentenced to 12 years in state prison.
12 years, guys. That's how you know that this is California. 12 years for 20 felonies. 41 victims, 12 years. Yeah, drop in the comments if he was caught in Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Texas, Ohio. How much time do you think he would have got? Yeah, I want to see some numbers, guys, because I think that they would have buried him under the jail.
With no opportunity for parole, and will have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. Jaylen Fleer is currently incarcerated at the Corcoran, California State Prison, where he will remain for the rest of his sentence.
So, guys, like I said, this guy here, he was using Snapchat, getting these young girls, and then he would send them a younger picture of himself, and then flirt, and then show him his uniform, show them his uniform, be like, I'm a cop, so you have to do what I say. And they're young, so they don't know what's going on, and he would go around doing this. Now, luckily, someone called in this Crime Stoppers tip, and someone stopped him. But this could have kept going on for years. The only people that I feel bad for in this case are the victims' families, and his wife, and the kid, because his dad's gonna be a pervert. I mean, is a pervert. But this guy, I don't feel bad for. He's a piece of trash, and I really, really hope. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they can revisit that. I don't know. 12 years is just not enough. But hopefully he never, ever recovers from this. And I don't know. All right, you guys. I just had to post this. I know that this isn't TCAP related, but this is an unbelievable story. And you guys might actually see more of these types of videos. And yeah, just for something different. So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate all you guys do. You guys are the absolute best. I'm out of here.